And now, News Channel 10's 24/7 local weather first alert forecast.
Good Wednesday morning, everyone. I hope you're all doing well. I am meteorologist Shelden checking a look at, well, yet another pretty warm and toasty and windy day out there for the Texas Panhandle. Seeing partly clear skies, might see a few passing clouds at times, but you'll notice here going throughout the day, we're going to see those highs climbing in the mid to upper 80s yet again. Winds are going to be pretty stout out of the west-southwest. So sometime between 3 and 6 in the afternoon, we're going to hit that daytime high today of 88 degrees. So let's take a look around the rest of the region. Like I said, very familiar territory here. It's going to be warmer off in the east, cooler off towards the west, where we're going to be seeing mid to upper 80s, some low 90s scattered around there, slightly cooler up towards the north. That's a big part of the forecast. We're going to be talking about that a little bit later on, but we are seeing a red flag warning. Today, we're not leaving anyone out. That dry line is going to scour that moisture completely out of the region. Red flag warning until 11 o'clock tonight, so that's really a pretty late running. Expecting some pretty prominent dry weather here for the better part of the day, even going into this evening. So there's that dry line here at the time of recording early this morning. As you can see, it's kind of leaving that kind of eastern side of the area in part of that dry line, but you'll see right there, it really scours that moisture out going into this afternoon by 5 o'clock. Every single one of us seeing those relative humidity values down below 10%. That's critically dry, not something we really want to see. But look overnight. See all of a sudden that surge of maybe slightly higher humidity pushing in. That's some good news in the forecast. So in the meantime, there's those wind tracker. As you can see, west-southwesterly winds for the better part of the day. Everyone's seeing windy conditions, gusts upwards of 30 to 35, where you will see certainly some stronger winds up in that northern part of the area. But then overnight, here comes a cold front pushing through the area. That's going to set the stage for cooler conditions, as you can see, as winds start to settle down, perhaps going into Thursday afternoon. So this is our big cool down that we've been tracking. Now temperatures are kind of waffling all over the place. They're looking maybe a touch warmer than they did before, but it's still going to be a lot cooler than, say, the 88 that we're seeing out there for today. So there's the 88 for today. You're seeing those 80s, those 90s scattered around the region. Overnight, we're going to see those overnight lows drop down. You'll see right there, mid 40s here in Amarillo. It'll be slightly cool, or warmer rather, off towards the southeast. You'll see places up north like Clayton, maybe Elkhart, getting really close to that freezing mark. And that's the thing we're going to see probably for the next several mornings. So don't think if you escape it tomorrow morning that you're out of the woods. And then we'll see highs, as you'll see, 50s and 60s up north, 70s for us here in Amarillo, maybe some mid-70s down off towards the south. Now, let's talk some rain chances. This is looking ahead to next week. We're looking for a high-pressure system. It's going to kind of set up down off towards our southwest. Now, high-pressure systems are usually not our friend, but if we can get them to set up in the right place, things can look a little bit better, because what we're going to see right here, you're going to notice, is northwesterly flow. That's really what we're watching for moving into maybe the weekend and into next week. With northwest flow, could come some showers off the mountains. Now, we're not talking really anything in the way of severe weather, but we could start to see maybe some shower activity ramp up in the forecast. That's very good news, so we're going to watch for that potential. So right now, Sunday through Tuesday of next week, 20% chances of showers. We'll monitor it closely, see how that could change. But there's that series of cold fronts. Goes from 72 on Thursday to 66 on Friday. Saturday, 63 degrees. You'll notice those overnight lows have been bumped just slightly, so we're going to monitor it closely because it's still in the mid-30s, so that's still pretty close to freezing. We'll be keeping you in the loop. Everything you need to know as you work your way towards a somewhat chilly weekend and hopefully a rainy start to next week.